What's up, Bulldogs? Today is Tuesday, December 16th, and it's our last week before winter break.
How do snowmen greet each other?
I don't know how.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Sarah Wren.
And I'm Elena Green.
And you're watching The Bite.
On Thursday, December 11th, our seniors presented their senior speeches. Olivia and Scarlett talked to our English teachers who helped students prepare, and a senior about their experience.
Each year, as part of their graduation requirement, seniors have to prepare and give speeches to members of the community. Teachers get to witness the entire journey from the first idea to the confident delivery when practicing in the classroom. We asked them what stands out to them the most as they witness this process.
The biggest thing that stands out to me is seeing them go from having an unsure idea of what they want to do to creating a solid argument that they're then presenting to unfamiliar faces, that has evidence, that has their thoughts, and that's fully developed.
We wanted to know what it was like to see students grow academically or personally while preparing for the speeches.
I see my students grow personally and academically through the process of their senior speech by having them work hard and prove to me that they know what they're talking about, they know what they're speaking about, they grow academically in that sense, but when they speak, they show how mature and how talented they really are, and I love to see that.
The process wasn't always easy. Many students went through challenges along the way. We asked the teachers what challenges they see students commonly face while preparing their speeches and how they supported them through those challenges.
When preparing their speech, students typically face challenges of what am I going to write about? What is an argumentative topic? What types of information do I need to include to support my argument? And then once they realize that their senior speech is very similar to just an argumentative essay, which they know how to write, it makes it a lot easier for them to write that essay and then break it down into a speech format.
Seeing the process of senior speeches really impacts me as a teacher because I know that this is the first time that some of them have spoken in front of community people that they may not know. And it gives the students a chance to speak in front of people because whatever you're doing, whether it's a mechanic, a teacher, a politician, everybody has to speak publicly. And that is a good experience because it gives them an opportunity to do it in a less high stakes.
For teachers, witnessing these speeches year after year becomes a lens into who their students are and who they're becoming. We asked how did witnessing senior speeches impact their perspective as a teacher or influence the way they may approach teaching future classes.
Senior speeches are pretty magical because being an English 1 teacher, I see students their first year in high school and then being able to watch them grow when they get to their senior speeches is really incredible. I think for me, for 9th graders, it shows me the foundations that I need to build here so that way they are more prepared once they get to 12th grade English. But just seeing them bloom into their own individual self instead of just another student in a classroom is really great to watch.
And it would impact my teaching because I know that people like real stuff, people like practical stuff, and students really appreciate the fact that I teach things that are realistic and I help them get into college, I help them write their personal statement, I help them with their portfolio as a senior, and that's that's how it affects my teaching.
We also wanted to see how this journey felt from a student's perspective. So we asked, what part of preparing their senior speeches was the most meaningful or memorable?
My name is Jackson Roberts. I'm a senior at RCS, and I would say the most memorable thing about my senior speech was in the waiting room, waiting to have my speech, and the anxiety that comes with it.
As students sort through the years of experience, they often discover connections and lessons that become useful when preparing for their speeches. We asked, how did working on your senior speech help you reflect your high school experience or your personal growth?
I would say making my senior speech really culminated all of my writing experience at school because it started with an essay and it really ended with a speech. So I would say it was kind of a good snapshot of all that I've learned in writing classes.
We also asked, what challenges have you faced writing or practicing your senior speech, and how did you overcome them?
I would say the hardest part of writing the speech was my ability to research and just kind of put together all of the information that I had. And I would say the biggest part about speaking was how to combat anxiety and how to really keep a clear head during or before leading up to the speech.
And now, with the senior speech being over, we asked, how did you feel now that you have presented your senior speech, and what do you hope the judges take away from it?
I feel good about my speech. I think I did at least decent speaking and kind of conveying my information. And I did mine on nuclear energy, so I really want the judges to kind of understand the impacts and importance of nuclear energy in today's society.
Senior speeches are a celebration of growth, resilience, and identity. For students, they mark the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. And for teachers, they are a reminder why these stories matter.
Midterms start today. Students have been working hard to get ready for the last few weeks. Jeremiah and Leah went around and asked students how they've been preparing.
I am preparing for midterms through my study guides and what my teachers give me.
I'm preparing by doing brain dumps.
The way I'm preparing for my midterms is to study at my hardest.
I'm preparing for midterms to, study, schedule out my studying for each class, and, hope for the best that we pass.
To prepare for midterms, I'm reviewing my notes and doing the practice games that my teachers send out.
I'm just gonna study.
Right now for art, I am working on a project that is a big wall mural, so that is how I'm preparing for midterms.
I'm preparing for midterms by using my study guides, keeping an open mindset and not stressing that much.
I'm using all the study guides my teachers give me this year.
Good luck to everyone on their midterms.
Every day for the rest of the week is an early release day. Every day is also a $1 Jeans Day.
Before we head into winter break, make sure you sign up to audition for the variety show. Auditions are on January 12th, and you can sign up to audition on the link that is on our announcement page and on the email that was sent out about auditions. Come and share your talents.
Winter break will be from December 22nd through January 5th.
That's all for this edition of The Bite.
Thanks for watching.
Make sure to keep up with us on social media.
Enjoy your winter break.
And stay positive. Jeremiah and Leah went around and asked students how they've been preparing.